fly ball, center field. He hit it a ton. It's gone.
Golf tournament silence.
Anticipation to see what.
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family!
Welcome back to High Sox episode 22. It's been a hiatus for everybody. What's been going on, guys?
Well, we just took a step back, had to think, we just had to come back here and dream it all up again.
Okay, it's pretty
You know?
vague. Yeah, Ben, what do you have to say?
We've been here, just not here. So
Okay.
we've been here, but not where we need to be.
Right.
We don't only exist when this is recording.
Yeah.
Stuff happens outside, and we take place in that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like we were doing things, but we were just not, here.
Yeah.
We were creating content in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We want to call it.
that's content creation. Content creation is just now a word that describes
living.
doing something. Yeah. There's online content creation and then there's real life content creation.
If you think about it, like, I think no matter what your job is, you're probably doing some form of content creation, right?
Yeah, it's so vague.
I
Yeah.
mekind
Can you think of anything that's not even like a plumber?
Like a music.
Content.
what kind of content were we just talking about off camera?
I'm talking about content, where you're creating a clean pipeline.
What's up with the pipes going on today?
It's what do
Well,
plumbers do?
plumber pipes.
Yeah, they clean pipes.
And they do more than that.
Ben, back me up here.
Plumbers do more than pipes. Yeah, like they unclog toilets.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what is that doing, Ben?
You know what? Actually, that's funny because whenever I think of a plumber, I actually think of them just going to unclog a toilet. That's like the only time. And I know they do actual serious work when it comes to the integrity of the building and the infrastructure of your house and stuff like that. But I always just think of some fat dude just getting in there with a plunger.
With the butt crack hanging out.
with
of course.
the butt
Yeah.
crack. Yeah.
Like a squeaky a faucet or something.
Yeah, like a wrench. They're under the sink, maybe just tightening something. Butt crack out again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know why I just imagine them using a plunger. Like that's something that we have in our homes already. We wouldn't need to hire someone out. But
Well, when you hear
my mind
something,
just goes to just that classic motion.
like the
I shouldn't do
classic,
that on camera.
the classic rubber. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own edit later. This is
Okay, great.
classic, only for my eyes. This is gonna be like a classic plunger with your little what is it? Half cylinder with a wooden stick.
The red, rubber
I was
wooden
thinking
stick.
black, but I can see that as well.
I feel like the classic plunger in like a cartoon is red.
Huh, I don't know about that.
Like if you go to like the cheapest plunger, you think black?
I think so.
I was gonna say
Really?
black too.
I feel like if you
Oh,
look up
I guess
cartoon plumber,
Yeah.
look up cartoon plunger, it's gonna be red.
Well, 'cause
9 times out of 10.
Now I'm thinking of like when Tom gets hit with like a plunger by Jerry or something, for instance, it like sticks on his head and it's like red.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, okay, that's true actually. Yeah.
All right.
Funny
Got you back in my corner.
funny thing about plungers is I was visiting Ohio, as you guys know.
That's right.
Had a great time, by the way.
Yeah, that was some of the content that we were creating.
We were creating
It was
content.
we were just hanging out.
We rolled around. I was like, oh, we should do a podcast like while we're all here in the physical, and then we were like, let's just.
Actually, Mitch, we did create content when we did some late night grilling. We made some
Oh
hot
yeah,
dogs.
we made a video of us making hot dogs. Man.
Yeah, I'll send that over. You can splice that in the edit, right?
Yeah, I'll put it right now.
Hey, can you give me some mustard on this dog there?
I fucking got you, brother.
All right. Yeah.
That's some good content.
I
Ben, have you
love
seen
that.
that before? Have you seen that yet?
I saw bits and pieces of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess it's not up to your standard.
You didn't like it.
He's
Oh,
a
that-
black plunger guy.
I, yeah, I ate so much that night, and I did not need another Metwurst and a brat.
No.
Like, but I had it anyway because you hadn't eaten that much, and we just were like, well, we got these freaking
Yeah, I
dogs.
got some fucking dogs, dude. Yeah, it was great.
But speaking of plungers, what I meant to say, my parents didn't have a plunger. 0 plungers in the house.
What?
Yeah, can you believe it?
That's ridiculous.
I know. So, I had an instance while I was there, and I was like, well, I need a plunger. And I looked all
Does that
around the
happen?
house. I looked all around. I looked everywhere. And they came back home from somewhere. I'm like, guys, do you have a plunger? And they're like, yeah, I'm sure we have one. And then my dad looked around the house, nothing. And so he had to go out and buy one. And he bought the cheapest, like, $3 plunger you could buy. It's like
Yeah.
all plastic, and it's after one use, it's like crooked, and the handle isn't
Oh.
sticking to the fucking end of it, really. And yeah, so I was like, wow, you guys are kind of riding the razor's edge there.
Yeah, they're a small shit household, I guess.
I guess so. Credit to them, the pipes and the butts of that house. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, you clogging toilets?
Ben's got something to say. I can see it on his face.
He's waiting for it.
No, I mean, I'm with your parents. I very, very rarely have ever needed a plunger.
But
in
do
my
you
life.
have a plunger?
Of course.
Okay.
Right.
That's all that matters.
That's the distinction that we're making here. It doesn't happen every day.
Not that
But
you
if I didn't have one, I would have been perfectly fine for many years.
Yeah, I gotta say,
What about
probably been a
Sam?
minute.
Well, we don't share a bathroom, so
Do you think he's clogged it recently?
he seems like a clogger. Yeah, lived with him at my parents. I think he clogged it quite a few times.
What the fuck, Sam?
That's interesting.
He's
Yeah,
not.
What'd you say?
I wouldn't.
He's not going to listen to this, so it's fine. I can talk.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Feel free to speak, freely here. It's,
Yeah.
we're all close. Yeah, I'm not gonna spread any information out there about who's clogging what.
Clogging happens.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Not here.
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Cloggers
high socks.
rejoice. High socks.
A safe space.
We will not be showing any feet in this podcast and make it not a safe space.
Oh,
What the heck? Dude. Now I gotta select it's not made for kids on the YouTube link, bro. Damn it. Fuck. That's inappropriate.
They're clean.
They're
You
clean.
can,
That's worse, I think.
I don't know. I feel like it might be better.
You want?
I think you can put a blur over that foot. and
I
get away
will.
with
I'm
it.
gonna put a Gaussian blur over it.
I can do that for you. I got experience with that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
You do.
Ben's the blur guy.
Tiff is actually the real blur guy.
Ben, what are you blurring over there?
Me?
Yeah, what do you blur on a daily
No,
basis?
nothing. But he does you do financial records or something, right?
Yeah, we don't. I don't want to talk about my work.
You look in some cool like bank accounts with a bunch of money and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I just check to make sure people aren't committing fraud.
Mm-hmm. But how much fraud are you committing?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Financial fraud? I've never committed financial.
Have you missed a tax year
It's
ever?
a-
Is there
Yeah.
is there like a year you didn't?
Back up.
I don't know.
Yes.
It's not fraud really, but it's something.
Year. I was like a month or two late.
Oh,
That's not missing.
That's
it,
not the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, that's fine. Just pay a fee.
yeah. You pay
Yeah.
a little fee. That's all.
Gotta give a little bit more to the government.
Don't worry about it.
They're always asking for more.
Government taking your clown
They want
money.
that slice of the pie.
Mm.
Yeah. They gotta do more.
They want that pie.
They want the what?
Oh, that slice of the pie.
Yeah.
They want that slice of the pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just making sure you heard.
I heard it now. I'm all good with it now. Yeah.
Hey, so
What's up?
high socks, right?
What, Bengals?
Yeah, crazy first 2 weeks of the Who Dey season. Am
Yeah.
I right?
Who Dey Nation in
Who
shambles.
Dey Nation,
After-
we're rising up and we're falling down.
Yeah, Joe Burrow out for maybe not the whole year, but pretty much the whole year.
Close to it.
It could be the whole year. He could come back for a playoff run if the Bengals are even competitive by the end of the regular season. But I mean, it's seeming like the Aaron Rodgers thing where everybody's like, "Oh, he got his like Achilles surgery. He's going to be back this year," and like there was all this hope around that, and it never happened. And I think that we would be wrong to assume that he'd come back before like a potential playoff run. At this point, it's all Browning, baby.
Yeah. It's a shame to take, that's the big takeaway when it should have been Bengals are 2-0 since like 2018 or something like
That's
that.
crazy.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming.
Mhm.
And every year I'm like, "Hey, we just start strong. We can, ride out the rest of the season. We always heat up
Mhm.
in especially like November, that's when the Bengals really get going. And now it's kind of all up in the air, but I'm just pumping the brakes.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We're gonna sign Big Kirko. Ben believes that too. He said it's like a 25% chance of that happening.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins,
Dude.
former MVP, right? Super Bowl, not a Super Bowl champ, but
No.
he got.
Never been.
Has he never been MVP?
I don't know if he's been.
Got
I
it.
don't think he's been MVP.
For
But-
sure, he's been MVP.
I think he's
Now-
won 3.
No. MVP is like
Right.
past 20 years has been Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers,
Yes.
Mahomes, and Lamar.
Oh
Just
shit!
those guys.
No,
He's not winning shit.
I thought he had a couple.
he's been named the Kia MVP of the game.
Has he won the Nickelodeon like slime player of the game or whatever?
No, he won the Falcoholic game MVP
Oh, okay.
when he played for the Falcons.
Okay. Wow.
He won the Dora MVP for his Week 5 performance. The character Dora of NFL Slime Time named Kirk Cousins the MVP. The Dora.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, he did. You're
That's
right.
great.
You're right, John. He did. Good job. That was one of his 3 personal professional accolades. The Kia MVP, the Falcoholic MVP, and the Dora MVP.
Dude, I would put that on my mantle. I don't care.
I would absolutely put the priority of my... If I was a Super Bowl winner, an MVP winner, the Dora MVP would just ironically be at the front of everything else. Maybe not ironically, because... I mean, your Nickelodeon, like, growing up watching Nickelodeon honors you as one of the best athletes. It's cool.
Well, it's like one of those, has Tom Brady won a Nickelodeon MVP? I don't think so. I know who did, though, was Mitchell Trubisky after losing a game.
What?
Because the kids vote, and they're just like, we like his name. It's fun to say.
Is that what they...
That's my rationale. They lost.
Oh,
And
that's
so
crazy.
and they interviewed him after the game, like, hey, you won the MVP from Nickelodeon. What did he say? He's like, I don't know. Thanks. You lost the fucking game though.
You love Mitch Trubisky.
Dude, I was saying we should sign him, but I know he's backup for the Bills.
Mm,
Second string. I don't think it's, I don't think we can
Mm.
swing it, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Unfortunately, yeah. So the Bengals are 2-0. Burrow's out. We're gonna talk about the Reds, I think, too. Maybe
I mean, I guess. I mean,
could just bullshit.
Ben, what do you have to say about the Reds? What's going on?
Hey, we're still alive.
Still a lot. How many games back are we at this point? That's like the
Two.
barometer of success too. We were like 6 games back at one point, like not that long ago. It felt like.
I think it was
and
it was after the what was it after that? We
Was
won
it
we won the Phillies
Mets?
series, and then whoever we played after the Phillies.
Well, actually, we went to one Mets game while you were in town,
Yeah,
and
we
that was
did.
the one Mets game they lost,
Yep.
and they lost in kind of like a heartbreaking, frustrating fashion.
I was really frustrating.
Yeah,
Ben ripped
It
his
was-
sign
I-
off a wall afterwards, bro.
Say what?
Ben ripped a sign off the Great American Ballpark wall after the game.
There's video evidence. It's you.
There's not video evidence.
Yes, there is.
Do you have it?
I can. They'll find it for me.
It's expunged.
I feel like at this point, Mitch, you're racking up quite the bounty at Great American Ballpark.
What was the other one?
I won't say what the other one was, but it's people are on the lookout for you.
You can take space.
I can't even hear you, bro. You gotta get closer. Okay. You look like Jim Day. Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Sheen's brain eye looking guy.
Uh-huh.
I need to get a mic, huh?
Yeah, it's about that time. It might be about that time. I know you left your headphones at the office.
Yeah, just so that I don't forget them tonight when I leave in the morning.
Wow, this is the second time we've been talking about Ben's work, dude.
I don't know why you don't just like I bring a bag to work. It holds my laptop, my notebook, some pens, accessories, whatever, and just throw them in there. That way, you always have it on your person wherever you are.
I know. I bring my book bag to work.
Yeah,
But
so
I just forgot to bring my headphones home.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a solution to the
Oh.
problem.
Is it a big deal?
No, I'm just giving you advice.
Or I could just buy a second pair of headphones.
You have a work pair and a home pair. One for them, one for you.
Yep.
I like
That
the
way-
you think.
At home, I'm like, oh, I got one at work waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, should have 2 cars, really. Have one for work and then one for home.
One for where you're leaving and one for where you're going. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Wow, that could be
Did you guys ever-
revolutionary.
You guys ever drive a Toyota Tundra?
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you did win the hit the win sign,
No,
would you ever drive that car?
I would sell it immediately.
Truck.
I would sell
Yeah.
it. I would get rid of it. I'd sell it before I even drove it to not have it depreciate, you know?
It already, they drove it off the lot to get it to the ballpark.
Well, I'm pretty sure they don't use the one on top of there.
They have to get
Or-
a crane. I mean, how many crane miles does that have? How many air miles does that truck have?
Yeah, you got to consider the crane straps hurt the bottom of the
Yeah.
car, too.
Absolutely.
Closest Toyota dealership to GABP?
Mm,
That's a good question.
that is a good
I
question.
bet you, though, I bet you they say if it does happen, they call. I mean, we only have like 2 examples of this, or maybe 1 example of this, but I bet they call you and they say, "Hey, you won the Tundra. Do you want to keep it, or do you want to sell it, or do you want to give it away, or whatever?"
You want to just straight up cash value
Because
for
some
the
people,
Tundra.
because some people would be, exactly. Some people would be like, "I don't have any need for the truck." They're probably just gonna call and be like, "You can get retail value for this truck, or probably something below retail. I don't know what it would be, or like maybe 20 20 grand or something. That thing's got to be like 40 grand, right? That truck.
At least, yeah.
So yeah, maybe 20 grand, 25 grand, or you can take the truck.
Hmm.
You know.
Why wouldn't they just get a cash prize then? Why would they? Is it just an advertisement for Toyota Tundra?
Now you're getting it.
I mean, I don't think it. I think it would
Yes.
be of
Yeah.
of equal or lesser value than the truck, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it would
Unless
ever
it
be
had
equal.
the thing, like if they made one Toyota Tundra every year, that's like this is the Reds Toyota Tundra for the year, you know. And if no one wins it, which no one ever does, they just like destroy it. You know, it's a huge spectacle. They
On the
Say-
field.
During a game.
Yeah. Every like first players take their bats and they all start hitting it. You know, pitchers maybe like throwing some fastballs through the windshield, and
Like
then they
Office
just
Space style.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a stress thing.
Mm-hmm.
Stress thing. What do you mean?
So like
Like
then
those rooms where like bash windows and old computers and stuff.
Oh yeah, that kind of falls in the same category as axe throwing. I'm not interested in that really.
You don't want to just hit things with a bat.
No.
What about people? What if we put people in there?
Whoa! No. The fuck? Maybe
like,
maybe if they
want
put
to be
Redzilla,
hit.
if they blew up Redzilla in the middle of the field, that would be. I would like that more than the Toyota Tundra.
I don't want this slander.
Yeah,
We're past this.
I booed him. I booed him at the game.
yeah,
both games.
and Brandon Nimmo.
And we got the whole section against Brandon Nimmo.
Yeah, we were in his head. Here's my challenge to anyone listening, and this is a short, by the way, so you're watching this on TikTok. If you go back to the first game of this recent Reds Mets series in Cincinnati, and you see a clip of Brandon Nimmo
Oh yeah.
missing a catch,
Yep.
I think he was like sliding to try to make a catch. That was seconds after we were yelling at him and said that we were in his head.
Yep. It was
That's us.
literally seconds later the ball was hit and he did this awkward dive. It was definitely a hard ball, but it was one of those in-betweeners where you don't know if you want to dive for it or let it bounce once.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of messed it up. He hesitated or something. And I think we did. I think we did get to him a little bit.
Yeah,
He probably didn't come to Cincinnati expecting to be heckled.
No.
You know,
No.
that's you go to
He's
Yankee Stadium, you go to Philly.
Sure. Right.
You're getting heckled.
Wait, Great American Ballpark?
We made that the stronghold that it is known as today.
I think so too. I think people are afraid to be in left field and right field. Who knows where these
I want to call
They-
GA stronghold.
yeah,
I don't
it's the stronghold for sure for us. Or is it do we make it the stronghold?
Yeah, it's known as the stronghold circa 2025.
Okay.
Or sometimes it's called the fortress.
a self-imposed stronghold.
What'd you say?
A self-imposed stronghold.
No, it's a stronghold.
Well, we impose it.
We have a positive record there, I'm pretty sure this year. That's a stronghold. Look it up.
I don't know.
I actually don't think we have
Oh.
I don't think we have a positive record there. I
The
think
Reds. at
the
home.
Reds, yeah.
I believe they do.
I think they have a better away record, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Are we still under 500?
We are at 500, I think. Are we at 500? Every time we do this fucking thing, it's 500. I swear, and it's so annoying because the Reds at like on this year have been at least 4 or 5 games above 500 at one point.
I think they've been 6, right?
6 games above 500, and we've always done this show. Maybe we did one in June where they were above, but it feels like we always do this when they're sitting at exactly 500. Let's check.
Yeah. I think we've been in like the plus or minus 2 range of 500 for the majority of these recordings.
It's crazy. I mean, it just shows
Yeah.
what kind of team they are. They're just not a good team, really. We're at 500, 75 and 75. This is not a good baseball team. I'm going to say it. I'm still going to say it every time we do. Huh?
It's not a bad baseball team.
No. It is the definition of mediocre.
Yeah.
That's the splitting definition. Now, if they go one game above, maybe you can't really call them mediocre anymore.
That'll happen tomorrow.
Cardinals look kind of bad. I mean, they did hit Ashcraft pretty good, and then they hit Santillan.
Yeah. Need a DFA Ashcraft.
You might be right. I mean, he hasn't. I don't think I've seen a good Ashcraft since probably July. So I don't think he's really.
Yeah, it was to the Cardinals' credit, it was a close game until it wasn't, and that was in the 8th inning when he had like a bases clearing double, I believe, by Stevenson. But before then, it was kind of like Reds will score a couple, Cardinals will catch up, tie or take the lead, and kind of went back and forth up until basically the end there. So if I'm gonna glean anything out of this game is that great for the Reds to stay like active at the plate, which is a big, uh, big area of improvement, hopefully for next year. I want to talk about Sal Stewart at one point to see where we are with him, but I don't know. Like, once again, being at 500, only 2 games back from a wild card spot, but if they make that, and that's a big if, because I don't trust them to have a sustained winning streak, that they're not going to make it far at all. And I think like everyone knows this. Every Reds fan is very aware of that happening. But I don't know. What more can you hope for at this point?
I mean, you want them to go to the playoffs. I mean, this doesn't look like a playoff team. I don't like the lineup. I haven't liked the lineup all year, probably since I guess May or June. Just not. We don't have the personnel to make a long run. But as Ben has said, it's just about making those playoffs and seeing how it all shakes out after that. I think. I mean, as if I'm going to go the complete negative route, I'd say the team is inconsistent. The fielding kind of sucks. The hitting is subpar. We definitely be one of the worst playoff teams if we did get the wild card berth on paper, And I don't think it's likely that we really challenge the Mets as bad as they've been. We've had so many opportunities to gain at least a game or tie it, or there's always been a golden opportunity since sometime in early August to gain an important game or gain some ground. And we have failed like every time to gain within half a game or to tie them in games. It just hasn't happened. And when historically, look at any sports team, look at any team in any league, if you're not capitalizing on a golden opportunity time and time and time again, you are not going to change in the stretch. It's just not going to happen.
Said we were like 6 games back a week and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
Like that?
2 games back?
Or it was like 6. It was 5 games, and then we came back and we were like a game and a half or a game, right?
So we've gained 4 games in like 10 games, give or take.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's like we're not breaking the threshold. We're flirting with it, but we're not getting, we're not tying the Mets. We're not going ahead of the Mets. It's just still this like I don't know if we have the juice to do it. And that was on the Mets like historically bad 8-game losing streak, which tends to happen with that team sometimes. So unless we get another one of those before the end of the year, I just question this team's ability to do it on their own without a lot of help. That's
just the way the playoff structure is made. We've talked about it. Like, none of these teams are playoff teams, but in the ILB, one of them's got to make it. So who's who's going to be the worst playoff team, the worst last playoff team to get in. You never. The Reds could win the next 3 series and go ahead. We never know, but they're all mediocre. No one's, and all it takes is to get in. You never know.
Right. It just seems like that this isn't a scenario of, cream is rising to the top, right? It's just that the Reds are still in contention because those around them who were in contention are also not performing especially well. So we're just lucky that, like, any other year, the Reds could be just way out of this race. And we're back to like mediocrity without having a chance of even sniffing success in the playoffs. So we're just lucky that, the Mets are going on this like really, they had that really bad losing streak, and that I feel like the Giants are the other team, right? They like started this season with a lot of expectations, and then just kind of like went underwater for a long time before kind of coming back and getting into contention once again. Those are the two teams that have been challenging the Reds, and they've both been underperforming, I think, if you ask those two fan bases.
Agreed.
But
I mean, the Reds are going to have to do something they really haven't done in the last few years to make the playoffs, and that's win in their division. That's all we've left is divisional matchups. So they got their work cut out for them, but, I've got hope. Until we're officially eliminated, I'll be tuning in every night, watching a mediocre product.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I mean, we were at that Mets game on Friday. We've all watched the games on TV. I went to the that wild Toronto game where the Blue Jays were up 8-0 in the second inning, and the Reds came back, and it was kind of a back and forth, and then the Blue Jays ended up winning. But on that night, and on the Mets night that we went, and on basically all the home broadcasts, the crowd is like maybe half full. It's like it sucks because they're like, damn, bro, this is like, I guess this is like it's closest than we've been, but we're still kind of like a 500 team like we were last year. Well, we were below 500 last year, but we weren't really in the conversation ever. So we are, I guess, primed to make a run for the postseason, but no one's really showing up. And I think it's just like a testament to just playing baseball that's not that entertaining and not that consistent. But it is a bummer though, because you're like, guys, like we're close. Like you should be here. Like you should be at the game. Like, So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna blame fans for not being invested right now, just because what we are seeing is nothing special. No, like the Reds really have no star power right now.
No,
at all. Which sucks because obviously you want it to be Ellie. I feel like he has fallen asleep at the wheel. Maybe for like largely the second half of the season. Whenever he's had blips of being good. I'm not gonna say that he's terrible or anything like that. But this team is just filled up with a bunch of guys, and I don't think fans want to show up and watch a game played by just dudes who are halfway decent at winning.
Yeah,
that's a harsh criticism, and I don't think I mean all of what I say there, but I think that is the perception that this city has for their baseball team.
Yeah, I mean I agree. I mean it makes sense. That explanation makes sense. It's kind of like the Cardinals. Like the Cardinals, are they far out in the wild card? I think they are now. They were kind of challenging a little bit for it.
Behind us going into tonight.
They are 4.5 back from the Mets. Of course, now we're competing with Arizona. So it's just like getting more and more crowded. this is what happens. Like, this is kind of what happens. Yes, we did jump up in a lot of games to the Mets. That's more about the Mets being bad. But while that happened, all these other teams like the Giants, the Diamondbacks, and even the Cardinals to some extent aren't out of it. They all kind of gained ground on us for kind of playing 500 baseball. And in some cases, like one of the last stretches we were in before the series with whoever we played before Oakland. Was it the Mariners?
I thought it was the Mets, right?
Was it the Mets before Oakland? No.
Sure.
It was the season. It was last week because the whatever.
Somebody.
Can't think of it right now.
It was another West Coast team.
It was a
right?
West Coast team. Oh, it was the. I think it was
the
the
Angels, wasn't it?
Maybe it was the Angels. Yeah. So like
can find
during
it
that
out.
time, we were like, we were sort of before that series, before last week, we were playing like this really bad baseball, and we just allowed all these other teams to catch us in the wild card. So now we're not just competing against the Mets, we're competing against all these other teams. And although we're closer in proximity now, we haven't had a run where we make no mistakes, that we capitalize. So that I think with that crowded race, it makes things a lot tougher now. So we'll see what happens. But that's enough. I guess that's enough. That's all I wanted to say about the wild card. But
Basically,
if
Do you
anybody, go ahead.
Do you think that this new wildcard format is creating more drama for like this last spot that baseball kind of wanted when they added this last team?
They added
Or is it just
Go ahead.
is it just like false drama? Like it doesn't, like for me, it really doesn't feel like it's must see TV every night, even though we're like right in the thick of the wild card race. And I think that's what baseball kind of wanted to make for these teams that are fringe playoff teams. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what you.
it's a really loaded question. I think that in a sense, yes, because we are having these conversations, and we wouldn't if they didn't add it. And pretty much, most of the situations would be set in baseball right about now. But the fact that we are talking about it, I think, gives it some credence. Is it too tune in baseball? I personally don't like watching this Reds team and this on this stretch. Like, I'm gonna watch the games and make sure I check the box score every night. But with the Reds at least, and with the Cardinals, who are kind of arguably in it, I don't care about these teams. I mean, I care about the Reds, but I don't care about their play as much as I would be interested to see like a juggernaut team play, I guess.
Look at the car attendance tonight. That was horrible.
Oh,
and
so bad.
I mean, the Mets are the Mets. They're New York. They're gonna sell tickets, so you can't really look to them. But like the Diamondbacks, their stadiums aren't really full. The Giants, they've had a traditionally good fan base, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're selling out most games or at least close to it. But the Reds and Cardinals and Diamondbacks, like, it feels like it's like a mid-June game. Like nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good drama. I think that did they add this in 2020 or 2021? Is that right?
I don't know the exact year. It's been
I
I don't even know.
It's been a few years.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I think it's not so much this conversation that they wanted. I think they just want more people, like more fans, more eyes in the postseason, probably. So, regardless of how this stretch goes, they're still gonna get their bump in viewership. They're gonna get their like bump in concessions and shit like that. So it still is gonna work out for them, regardless of
make more money, but I don't think it makes for better product.
It's not compelling, and this is my least favorite thing about sports leagues nowadays. MLB is one of the few leagues that you have less than half of the teams getting into the playoffs. But you look at pretty much every professional sports league in Major League Baseball or Major League Sports in the United States, it's all going to be like 16, 18 teams getting into the playoffs out of like a 30
Mhm.
team or 32 team league. I think NFL is maybe slightly under 500, slightly under half of teams get in as well.
Like 12.
Yeah, it might be like 12 or 13. I can't remember. But MLB and NFL, then MLS allows 16. No, they allow, 16 teams in, I think. NBA has their weird play-in game.
I think almost like 65%, or it might even be 70% of the league gets into the playoffs.
Yeah.
The regular season means absolutely nothing, and that's what I fear with baseball. Is the regular season has always historically been immensely like important to win your division and to really go through that long marathon of a season, and to make the playoffs was like a huge accomplishment. Now it's just like these barely 500 teams can get in. I don't know. It's ranting at this point.
That's what
I
this
don't know
is for.
how. That's true. This is a therapy session. I don't. I'll be curious to see, how this works going forward, and maybe like take a look back and really take a look at the records of some of these teams and the competition that they had around them. That last team who gets that wild card spot, to see how competitive it really was, because it does feel right now that there's a pretty sizable gulf between teams that are going to make it and teams that are fighting for it in terms of just competency, really. I don't know if that's been the case in these past couple of years. And maybe it's possible that, there could be a season where this last spot does get competitive. But looking at it right now, I'm not, again, I'm not begrudging anybody for kind of like half paying attention, because this isn't a battle of who's the greatest. It's the battle of who's not the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't expect that MLB expanding this anymore. And
It's-
like,
You'll
I just,
be surprised because we're gonna expand to 2 more teams. They're absolutely gonna at least another playoff spot, if not 2.
I can't see that without just seeing a maybe below subpar team making it, and people are just gonna be like, why is this team here? For maybe a lucky run that's gonna like be exciting to watch for the fans and for people who root for the underdog like I do. But I don't know.
You can root
It's not
for
what
an
it's for.
You can root for an underdog all you want, but you also have to earn your spot in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Agreed.
And they're just making it easier and easier every couple of years to get in.
Yeah.
I'm not for that.
Right. There's a cutoff between underdog and bad team.
Undeserving.
Or yeah, I think that's a better term for it, really.
There is a trend of playoffs expanding across, every sports league in the US. So I think it's going to happen eventually again, and probably again and again and again. Although something interesting that we're seeing with NBA is the viewership is like way down throughout the regular season, like super down, and it's been steadily declining every single year. And there's no question as to why that's happening. So they've tried to remedy that with the in-tournament thing that they do, and get people interested in some of these storylines. I think that's the exact opposite of what they should be doing. They should be kind of scaling back their playoff production and making it so it's like perhaps a little bit more dramatic, and maybe your team is not getting in, whatever. But maybe MLB will take notes and see that, because I think it is a real problem. Like, devaluing the regular season is happening across all sports, and NBA is the most egregious offensive sports league that does it. And I think MLB is a pretty close second for as many games as we play. It's like so much is like throwaway content, because you can be 75-75 in friggin' September 15th, and still be in the conversation for the playoffs, which is just crazy. And I know we've seen teams who come in as like a 500 team or a little, maybe slightly higher, 2 games up, and they, go deep. So it can happen, but I don't know. It makes it a little bit more like, all right, well, as long as we get that 3rd wild card spot at the start of the season, instead of aiming for the division or aiming for like a really good team, a really well put together team, because I'm sure it comes to the GMs and they're like, okay, well, we don't need to have like the star players. We don't need that firepower. We just need to get into that 3rd wild card spot or just be in the conversation in September. That's all we need to do. So they're not going to spend that money.
Yeah. Sucks. The Reds are probably just like, yeah, just be mediocre and sell those September tickets. Maybe get an extra home game in the playoffs. They'll make their money, move on to the next year.
Those have got to be the conversations behind closed doors, because I don't think you put this team together, you put this lineup together, and you say, yeah, all these players that have been injured or it's their 2nd year, it's all gonna like happen again. It's all gonna be great. Like they're gonna be performers. They're gonna be McLean's gonna be an MVP candidate. Like I don't think you go and say that. I think they're probably just like, oh, we could be somewhat competitive, and then we could maybe sneak in. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope for a lucky round. That's basically their mindset. Anything can happen. That's sports. They're people. Anything could happen. That's what they tell themselves every night when they go to sleep. Anything could happen. And that's good enough for them to cuddle up and get a full 8 hours every night.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
What about speaking of uncertainty, there was definitely some uncertainty with our boy Sal Stewart getting the call up. I don't think we've talked about him.
We haven't
since he has joined the team. Slow start, seems to be picking it up. As of now, he hit a home run tonight. And I believe one of you said earlier in a private conversation that we had, because an internal content conversation that we had, that even when he gets out, he looks more like a ball player. He looks more like he belongs.
Oh yeah,
that
was Mitch. Mitch, explain that. What makes you think that he just looks like he belongs?
I don't know. I've never really gotten this feeling with a lot of players, but when I saw him at first base on that second game, I think with the Blue Jays, it was his second game in MLB, and he was on first base. And I was like, he's got that mustache. He carries himself with confidence, and he's got that first base like kind of bigger dude build, nice strong figure guy. He's got the look. He carries himself like, and he's 21 years old. He's walking around like he's been in the league, dude. He's like doing the crotch itch. He's like lifting his leg. He's fucking spitting, and he just looks like a ball player. He just looks like the stereotypical guy you playing at first base, and he's your workhorse. That's all I really got from that. And I mean, some of his struggles were kind of like not really even his fault. Like he's getting a bad case of the BABIP. Like he's hitting balls really hard at times and lining out straight to the shortstop or straight to the center fielder. So I think that he's got a good swing. I think he's been more productive than Elly lately, which is not really saying much because a lot of rookies have a little bit of a hot start when they get into the league. But he's got more home runs than Elly, certainly in the last like 30 days plus.
Month.
Yeah, over a month. So, which is just crazy, even though, he's a fresh bat and people are still trying to figure him out. Yeah, I think that's all. I mean, just looks like a ball player, acts like a ball player, getting hits, making the team productive when he can. And what more can you ask for? There's other people who are struggling that need to be looked at, more than a rookie who's maybe having a tough time at the plate,
Ben, what do you see?
Mitch kind of hit everything. I mean, there's not really any major flaws that I can see in his game right now. He looks like he's getting great experience. He's got pop in his bat, seems to say the right things in interviews, and just seems like he just cares about helping the team win, and that's all that matters. And yeah, I'll be excited to watch a full season from him. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Hopefully doesn't have a sophomore slump like McLean had.
Well, technically, next year is going to be his rookie year, probably.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's kind of like where my head always goes to with anyone called up, even people with hype behind them, is that can you carry it forward? Can you continue to improve? Obviously, every rookie is going to hit certain periods where they're just not seeing the ball. That's to be expected, but how quickly can you overcome that, and do you get better after the fact? I would, I love a big first base kind of guy. I think is he the closest that we have to like big boy on the team that we love to talk about? Our Anthony Rizzo on the team. I don't know. But that's for the future to decide, I guess. But I like the cut of his jib. I have no qualms with him. I am glad that they called him up to kind of like close out the season, get him some time, maybe add some spark to the team. I think he's done his job.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, not much more to say about him. I guess we'll see how it goes. Like, I think that all of us kind of have the I can't even remember his name. Aristides Aquino syndrome, where we see a really flashy player do really well and then just crash out. But I think the good thing about Sal Stewart is he does a lot of things right. And I don't think he's just hitting home runs like Aristides Aquino was. He's hitting line drives. He's hitting balls in the gap. He's like, he knows how to place the ball. I feel like maybe not knows how to, but he's getting.
He finds a way to.
He finds a way to. He seems like he's going to be a hitter, and he's got some pop. So I think that's kind of cool to see a dynamic player come up like that, rather than just a guy like Aristides Aquino, or we've had it in the past like Donald Lutz or something like that. Or what were we going to say, Ben?
Rhys Hines.
You go on a run, and you're like, this is the guy's the real deal. I think maybe it's more indicative of if a player is just kind of average and maybe just hitting well and not really blowing people out of the water. Like maybe that's the kind of guy who has stopping power, because they can improve on something instead of being like a one-trick pony like Aristides Aquino was, looking for that high and in fastball and striking out at every slider on the corner of the plate. Like, I think that Sal probably has some stopping power. I think he's going to maybe stay in the league for a few years. I'm confident. I saw him at first base in person. I was like, this guy's the real deal, man. He just carries himself well. And I don't think he's the biggest boy on our team. I think that goes to our boy Maxwell, relief pitcher for the Reds.
Well,
he's a big boy, dude. This guy's a big boy. Oh my God. Woohoo!
Aguilar big?
I thought he was, and then I saw him taking an at bat today, and I was like, oh, he's like fit, like he's cut, right? A little bit.
Baseball player, I would expect him to be pretty cut.
Nah, it depends. I mean, you see some, but less now though. I will say, I feel like back in the day, we get a lot of big.
Well,
guys, man.
Yeah, fitness and the way people prepare for games is different than it was in 1950.
And not even why are you saying 1950? I'm talking about like the 90s even. Like there were so many big boys in the day.
Everybody was on roids.
Yeah, I mean, I mean to a degree, but like Adam Dunn, friggin'
that's 2000s.
Okay, well he's okay. Early 2000s, late 90s, whatever. Kurt Schilling, big boy. I don't know. There's more big boys.
Some flaw in your logic, but I get what you're saying.
What about Prince Fielder?
Prince
Fielder,
okay,
early 2000s.
That's a big boy. That's true.
Miggy Aguilar. We got Miggy Cabrera. You know, big boy.
Yeah.
You guys don't
There's
believe
also
me, huh?
there's also a lot of fit players.
I think it was that. I think it was a hyper processed food diet. You know, we're all into whole grains this time. You know, we're all into whole foods now. You know, we're all into we're all into macros. People are talking. I don't even know what a macro is. Still, it's like
Yeah.
it's like the
Everyone's like going on the keto diet, you know.
bro. Everything is
They're
protein.
cutting, they're building, they're doing a intermittent fasting, right?
Okay, intermittent fasting is crazy. I mean, maybe there's logic to it. I'm not gonna shout it down, but that's crazy. The protein thing is everywhere. I saw a Subway commercial the other day. It was like, yeah, now with 54 grams of protein. And I'm like,
Damn.
I'm not looking. I'm getting a sandwich at Subway. I'm not looking for protein here, guys. Like, I'm not trying to eat a Subway sandwich looking to get my macros in. I don't know. It's just like it's a deli sandwich. Like, come on.
Everyone's always looking for the next nutrient that's gonna be hip, you know. Before it was like cutting fat, cutting sugar. Now it, high fructose corn syrup. Mostly it's just like what do we not want, right?
Mhm.
Now it's like get that protein, baby. Everyone wants to bulk up. I don't know where this come from.
Yeah,
Social-
it's a trend, bro. Go ahead.
Influence.
Yeah, it's an influencer social media thing, but it's like at the same time, I mean, eating protein's good. I mean, it's good for you to get protein in. It does a lot of good things for you, but I think if you're an athlete, you guys are running a lot, you guys want to get your protein in.
Gotta get the protein in.
Right?
Chicken out or run. Perfect.
Do you do you eat the bars?
The bars, what do you mean?
Like the protein bars?
No.
You don't have any protein bars ever? Oh wow, okay.
I was looking at them because I remember you mentioned it and I didn't know which brand to get and I wasn't sure like if I would like it. So I was just like, I'm not gonna waste $10 on a bar.
$10, dog.
Dude,
I don't know what
bars are expensive.
They're expensive. They are expensive. One is like $3 usually.
Yeah.
On the low end.
Wait, one bar costs $3?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But if you get a
cut
package,
the bars,
whatever.
get the big tub of powder. It's expensive, up front, but it'll last you a while. Just put that in your whatever.
Like add it to water and it has like a bad flavor.
No, you make it a whole thing. I'm a big shake guy, I get my almond milk, I get my blueberries, my strawberries, little peanut butter in that bitch. I do I actually learned this from Trevor Bauer of all people.
Good
But
guy.
he puts oats, just like instant oats into his shakes and he blends that in there. You get some fiber,
That's a good
then
idea.
you get the protein powder, you'll get like a vanilla, whatever. Maybe some people like chocolate. I like vanilla. Get that in there. Nice little like filling morning treat after a workout. You're feeling good.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
More power to you, but I couldn't do it.
Why not? What are you talking about? You can't do it.
I can't. That's too many stuff just crushed and fused together. I can't do it.
What do they call it? They call it Afrid. Do you have Afrid, bro?
What?
Never heard of that.
It's like a condition that you get as a kid that is like you're very, very opposed to certain types of foods or certain textures, or you might have like a bad experience as a kid that like makes you swear off of it for the rest of your life. Like it's a real thing.
Maybe.
It's a real problem. Like people struggle with it like in the thousands in this country. Big issue.
My sister had some red drink. I don't know what it was, but she would always tell me it was like bat blood that she was drinking, and it always freaked me out.
Wow.
Dude, this is therapy hour. It's all coming out.
Wow.
like I will try most foods, but drinks, no chance.
Wow.
It all stems from that bat blood, dude. There's no bat blood. No one's drinking bat blood.
We eating dinner, and she'd like push it closer and closer to me, and I hated the smell. And yeah,
I
that's just
would
water.
I wonder what it is.
Was that
What-
high
what
C?
was
I bet
the
it was
bad
high
blood?
C. That was like kind of the thing.
Like fruit drink, or it was in a narrow, clear plastic like container.
Oh yeah, with the twisty plastic twisties that you twist off.
Yeah,
Oh, fucking like a Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid. Yeah,
Like
I think that's
the,
what it
the
it-
jammers.
A Kool-Aid jammer, dude?
Yeah.
was called, but it was red.
That's a very nostalgic drink for anyone who grew up in the 90s, and you're like, that scarred me for life.
Bad blood.
I hated the look. I
Dude.
hated the smell. I hated everything about it.
Here's my challenge to you. Not a challenge really, but
Got an
like
Water right here.
that's fine. Next time you talk to anyone roughly your age, just bring up Kool-Aid jammers, and I swear to you, they will say, "Yeah, dude. Oh, I fucking love those things.
Yeah, I'm
That
sure
shit's
like
awesome."
fruit roll-ups are probably the same thing. Never had fruit roll-ups. They looked gross. Too colorful, no.
I mean, honestly,
It's-
at least you're opposed to things that are probably bad for you anyway.
It's true.
Like,
Yeah, I'll ask the people at my work tomorrow. Was
Yeah.
it Kool-Aid jammers? Is that what it's
Kool-Aid
called?
jammer. Yeah. Uh-huh.
wait, are
They
they
will instantly
jammers?
know what you're talking about.
They're not called
Show-
jammers. They're called bursts.
Show a picture of it, just so I.
So this isn't really what I was thinking, John. This is like okay. Shit. This is on eBay. What the frick?
eBay. Yeah, that's
Wait.
what I'm thinking of.
Hang on.
That's pretty close.
But
yeah,
I think it was something. I think it was different though. I think he's talking about.
I'm talking about that. I thought that's what I
No.
was thinking.
He's talking about the generic. He's talking about the
it was red.
Yeah, he's talking about the generic flavors. Like they had a brand that wasn't that. Oh, I found it. What is this called? It's twisted off. This is,
How did we get on top of that?
It's not.
Talking about protein.
Oh yeah, baseball
and
players that were
shakes.
sick in the 90s.
That's right. So this is all related to baseball.
No, we were
Don't
talking about
worry.
protein and shit, and then we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitch, that's what we just said.
Oh, okay.
I know you're looking at your Kool-Aid.
I don't know, bro. It's Kool-Aid Bursts, I think. Yeah. Whatever.
Well, what the fuck is a jammer then?
It was in like a Capri Sun pouch.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was another one. Those were like you could like squeeze it, and it wasn't really like a cup. It was like a
Pouch.
plastic pouch. Yeah, it was like silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you poked your little straw on the
Yep.
top. Ugh, God, I hated those too.
I like those. They had I like the ones that had the see-through in the back, so you could see the juice level.
yeah,
Those-
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
the
And then
bat blood.
you'd finish it. You'd blow it up with the straw.
You could blow up the straw like really hard and it would fly off.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, man, Ben, I'm sorry that you thought all these drinks were blood.
Bat blood.
Bad blood, man.
In another life, I'm drinking them every day.
You're pro bat blood.
You're just pounding them.
Yeah.
Throw back. And then I had to school and through second grade and like all the way through like 8th grade, sitting at lunch tables with people drinking that all the time. I couldn't do it. It just makes me sick. I pretend like it didn't bother me, but oh my god, I was like,
no.
yeah, it was bad.
I think you're
Just
Afro.
like
I think
what?
you're an Afrid kid, dude.
So what bothered you specifically about it? The fact that it was a pouch?
The smell, the container it was in, the color, my mind telling me just that I hated the taste if I were to ever taste it.
Mm.
It's all meant.
You know, one of these days, on your own terms, you're gonna have to just like face your demons
Bite the bullet.
and try Capri Sun, try a Kool-Aid Burst or whatever.
I'd rather die.
Get it out of your system, you know, like face it head on and be like, I'm stronger than you. Drink.
I've went 32 years just drinking water. It's fine.
It's not Afrid, it's Arfid.
And you had one beer.
I've had like 3 beers.
One that I was with you for.
I took like 2 sips from,
Uh-huh.
and then held for the rest of the time.
Yeah, that's all right. And
Sucks.
I believe a shot of
Fire.
maybe shot of Fireball, but then there's like, what's my least favorite? Oh, tequila. We did a shot of tequila. Yeah, at one point we did.
Ew, that sounds disgusting.
Forget where. It's the worst thing to take a shot of ever.
I mean, if it's good tequila or something, it's probably okay, but
Nah.
Fireball was pretty trash too.
Fireball's trash, but I think it's delicious, dude.
Fireball is the best, dude. I love
Burns your
Fireball.
throat. Oh my god.
It's burns so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, man, it's a good burn.
Yeah. It burns so good. Yeah, tequila's I like a whiskey shot. It's fine with me. A tequila shot. I feel like I end up doing tequila shots because the people around me like tequila.
It's a crowd pleaser, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, it is a crowd pleaser. I feel like if people order shots, it's mostly going to be tequila.
That's the worst one by far.
I honestly don't think it's the worst. That vodka would be the worst, probably. Or a gin shot would actually be really bad too.
Nah, I like gin. I'll drink gin out of a goddamn bottle.
You know, there's something different about sipping a gin and drinking a gin shot.
I've done it. I not recently.
No,
I've done it in my days.
Not recently. But
it's not like I'm
how many times
here drinking straight gin?
No, I mean, but how many times have people have you ever really ordered at a bar or like heard someone order gin shots at a bar? Like that doesn't happen.
I don't get liquor at a bar ever.
Really?
It
is a bit of waste, but I am known to get a whiskey ginger or something every now and then. But yeah, or a good cocktail. If it's a good cocktail place, then maybe a cocktail, something like that.
Yeah, I'll get a cocktail at a restaurant, but not a bar. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember my first experience with gin was my freshman year of college, and I was at some frat house party, and this kid was just carrying around a bottle of like nice gin, like expensive gin, especially expensive for, being underage. And he was just like, hey, you want like just passing out like the bottle, like, hey, take a sip of this gin, take a sip of this, it's college. So people are like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Free booze. I'm in. And that was my experience.
Wow. That actually sounds like a story I heard on Stephen Colbert the other night. Like he was talking, one of his guests,
I was just on there. Yeah.
Yeah. One of his guests was talking about that. Yeah. You were just on there.
I was just on the cool. Yeah, I should have said that's some of the content that I was producing was being on Stephen Colbert's failing network.
Oh man, yeah. CBS, dude.
Yeah,
turns
out they don't care. Ben.
CBS is like basically doing a merger with I don't know who. And the government is restricting the types of like stuff that they produce, basically. Or it's not really that, but it's like that's the implication, I think.
The show got canceled.
His show got canceled, and there's Sandwich Lady, and kebab shit. And the implication is that CBS wanted to appease the U.S. government to complete the merger. And they did so by canceling a very, very liberal show in The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So that's the theory. You know, how much of it is true, you know, who knows. But lots of complicated things. The world is complicated. You know what's simple? Baseball. The Reds need to win games.
I don't know why we haven't thought of that sooner. They just need to win games. I don't know what the big holdup is.
I thought of it. I don't know. They've thought of it. We've thought.
This is a
Do you think
That's a
you know,
cat.
we're nearing the end of the season here? Only have 2 home game series left. So we're really getting down to the nitty-gritty. Do you think, regardless on if the Reds make the playoffs or not, is this a successful year for Tito?
No.
It's kind of hard to say yes in any regard.
I mean, it's the same basically the same. He's doing basically the same job that David Bell did.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't really seen any like major improvements with the team.
I'm gonna say it again.
So-
It's the players. We do not have a team of players that can compete meaningfully for a wild card spot. Even.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that either.
The whole organizational thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's everything. It's not just one thing or another. I mean, I don't want to come in here and bash the players either. But Tito, for as storied as a manager as he is, some of his moves, I don't know, have been weird. Some of his moves have been weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't see like the energy behind having him. That wore off really quickly this season with month like 1, maybe a little bit of the second month of the season. It was Tito talk, how's Tito's team doing? Like, what's Tito doing? No, Tito's got like a little seat in the dugout now. Oh, it was Tito's idea for the gun that shoots money after a home run, right? It was all this Tito talk, and now it's just like, what has he done? I don't feel like he's really made an identity for himself on this team. I don't see it. I'm used to seeing him now on TV, like, oh yeah, that's the skipper right there, old Tito. But I don't feel that fire anywhere. Maybe it's like I'm used to David Bell kicking up dirt every other game. I don't think that's really all it is. Sometimes I feel like the players aren't excited, maybe when they should be. I feel like sometimes it can be hard to see everyone kind of like rise to the occasion. And I don't sense that by watching the games. Am I reading too much into this? Possibly. I just feel like Tito's been a little flaccid, for lack of a better term, really.
He's old.
He's old.
I don't know. Yeah.
He's
Who knows?
old, but we hired him because he saw potential in this team, apparently. It just feels like that was given up on fairly quickly.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about him. He's done an okay job. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah, I think this is. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know if he'll fulfill his whole contract here. He's still got, 2 years left with a 4th-year option.
I have a hard time believing unless something bad comes up with his health or something about him like getting out of the contract. But I think that now next year, I can't believe we're having this conversation. Next year, I said it before, I think that he's going to have a little bit more freedom to construct the roster that he wants to construct, or get the types of players that he wants from Nick Krall and the organization. So I think that he's going to be, probably my guess would be, more involved in that process because, I mean, he's seeing these guys every day. He knows what's working. He knows what's not. So we say it all the time, but this is like kind of a make or break year next year for the Reds. Seeing what he can do. If he fails next year, then it's just like, okay, I don't think we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, agreed.
So we'll see what the offseason brings, and we say that all the time. Maybe the Reds will actually spend money because I think we can look at holes in the roster, like McLean. I know. Like,
Maybe the Reds spend money.
I mean, there's just nothing else to hope for other than change. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the year. We still have a chance. Reds are 2 games back, 500 right now. We'll see.
Yep.
That we'll see.
College.
Maybe this will this be the was Tito the push that we needed to bring a mediocre team into something a little bit better than mediocre? It sounds like we'll have to stay tuned until next time.
I mean, the jury's still out. Like, the season's still open and up for grabs, so we can really make a conclusive idea of Tito. I mean, there's only 15 games left, or less than that. There's 13 games left. So we are going to see a lot in these next 2 weeks. And if we end the season below 500, then we'll be like, wow, that was fucking shit. We didn't even push the needle. But of course, the organization will try to spin it like we were in the conversation. We were
right.
We
Wait
had
till next.
Yeah, we're excited about guys like Chase Petty and Sal Stewart coming up. Our additions and Brian Hayes were great. Yeah. So that'll probably be the conversation if we end up below 500. But if we get this wild card spot, I think Tito did his job. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, as much as we argue about the validity of these late stage teams, like, still making it into the playoffs is an accomplishment, and it's going to really make the statement on the year. It's going to be, in summary, the Reds did this or did not do this. That's what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks.
It's black and white in a sense. You're like, if you make it, success. If you don't, failure.
Yeah. After years of not making it, that's what it means.
Exactly. All right, good talk, everybody. Anything else? College football, NFL, hockey season is in preseason, I think, right?
Yeah, another week.
Another week. Habs, baby. Let's go Habs. I'm all in on the Habs this year. Probably going to be bad.
No, they had playoffs last year.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Didn't they miss?
They played the Capitals.
Oh, yeah, they did play the Capitals, right?
They played John's Capital.
That's right, my Capitals.
I can't believe you chose DC, bro.
It's just when I played in NHL Face-Off.
Was that the one? The Capitals?
Yes, that's the only reason I have any connection.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I should have chosen the Anaheim Ducks, but I don't think that's the franchise to choose, to be honest.
Too much of a coward.
I try to remember that guy's name that we play. What was his name in the game? I can hear the voice line kind of. Anyway, I should have chose the Ducks just to stay true to my nature. Be like, yeah, I played it as him all the time in 2001 Face-Off NHL. And they're like, whoa, you're a true fan.
OG, baby.
OG, when they were the Mickey Mouse team.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But the Habs are my dudes. You know what logo I saw today? I saw the Canes logo, and it reminded me of how much I hate the Canes logo.
Canes?
The Hurricanes. The Hurricanes.
Oh.
Oh, the Carolina. Yeah, their logo kind of sucks.
It's the hockey stick with the flags. Like, what is that?
That logo is kind of good, but it's their Hurricane, their circular, their oval logo that's really bad.
Yeah, that's bad too. But I don't get why is it 2 flags? Like, what is that? What does that mean?
Good question.
They have like a black. It's hard to understand from a design perspective when you see it. I'm like, what does that represent?
Yeah, I need to look into it, but it's not my favorite logo, but it's also not the worst. Maybe it's like a flag, like letting people know a hurricane's coming. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a red flag, so I think that's something.
Yeah.
Smart guy, Ben.
Ask Grok.
What I did realize, because I saw this from a TikTok, and it was talking about hidden meanings of sports logos, and you're probably not going to be able to see this on the screen.
I love
But
that this is the second time of you putting your phone up to the webcam.
it's horrible. What I'm doing is like this is a boomer thing.
I see it. I
This
see
is
it. The
the-
viewers see it. Comment
is-
below if you see it.
This is North Carolina right here. See the outline?
Well, like the negative space.
Yeah, this negative space is an outline of North Carolina.
Oh.
Pretty cool. Next time you see that, you'll be like, "That's North Carolina." There, you can really impress a Canes fan at the bar.
Yeah. Hey, I know what that I know what
I'm-
that empty space is. just
Yeah,
so you know.
the lone Hurricanes fan at BW3s in Mason, like sitting there randomly, we're wearing his full jersey, and you're like, "Hey, I
No
know."
one's in Mason.
That's what I was saying. You're not gonna see like well, maybe you will see a Patriots fan there, or something.
I see Patriots fans every day.
Yeah.
Come across a bar in Mason.
What'd you
A
say?
fan of. What would be the most random team that a fan would be of in a bar in Mason?
Utah Jazz.
The Brentford
That's the-
Bees.
Are we sticking to professional sports?
I said
Yeah, I'm
Brentford
still
Bees.
professional.
The Brentford Bees. That's soccer, right? That's European.
That's English. Yeah.
All right, I'm thinking American sports.
Okay, let's stick to
obviously
American.
some-
Let's stick to American.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies or something would be pretty.
Mm.
I don't know. Memphis Grizzlies? No. Really?
It's one of them.
That's close. That's
Memphis is
close
not that-
regionally.
yeah.
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 I know that, but I don't think I've ever seen a Memphis Grizzlies fan in public.
I mean, I haven't seen a Utah Jazz fan in public either.
I think you can eliminate anything from the NFL.
Say what?
You can eliminate any team from the NFL
Yeah.
from this list.
Yeah, that's of course. Yeah, NFL's way too popular.
Yes.
What's the least common MLB team that you think you've seen a fan of?
Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Minnesota.
Texas Rangers. Like I always forget the Rangers exist.
The Twins, the Rangers. Yeah, that's a good one.
Luke
feel like-
is a Twins fan.
I know,
So
but I
I-
think we're biased with that because I don't think that's really weird that he's a Twins fan. Or it's not weird that he's a Twins fan. It's not very common.
Yeah,
I think if I ever I think Ray's is a good answer.
well,
I don't know because that manta rays hat is so popular from a '90s logo perspective.
but are they the fan of it? That's kind of like people wearing a Dodgers hat or a Yankees hat.
I guess I'm
They're not really
well. I guess I'm thinking about like just what they're wearing because you're never gonna get clarity on whether someone's really a fan or not. You know,
fair enough.
you're never gonna get. I guess the question would be like, what would be the weirdest jersey or weirdest hat or something? Like you'd want to go talk to them. You'd be like, I gotta
Comment below. What do you think the weirdest hat is that you've ever seen? It's the one that you feel like you've
I
seen.
know
the
in
least.
Mason, Ohio. That's the question.
In Mason. Yeah.
If you know anything about Mason, Ohio, comment below.
Yeah.
My coworker is a Kraken fan, so that was kind of odd.
Oh, that is weird. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
I
I guess that's not one of them then for you.
That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah, it's not one.
I mean, I would choose like the freaking. I don't even know any basketball teams. How about the Wild? That'd be weird.
That's
Isn't
That's a
that
hot-
W?
Not the Wild. What's the other team? The basketball team called
Memphis.
Timberwolves?
Minnesota Wild. Is that what they're called?
That's the hockey team.
What is the basketball team called? Minnesota. The
Lynx.
Bucks. The Bucks.
The Bucks.
Or is it
Yeah.
Wisconsin?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't
We
know.
need Drew is a basketball guru.
I don't know anything about basketball.
Drew should really be the only one. He's the only one like who should talk about anything sports related. Honestly.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of retards.
Whoa! Come on, man. It's a family.
What?
You're
show.
gonna have to-
Back.
I gotta take the "this is not for kids" off, or put it not. It's not for
you're
kids.
gonna have to bleep that.
DraftKings just pulled out of our sponsorship deal.
We don't have any sponsors, and we never will.
Dude, Ranga Cincy Light just pulled out.
Not on my watch.
Oh, on my watch.
Yeah, we're really good people to give a sponsorship to. Haven't recorded an episode in a month.
Yeah, well, that was a planned break. We have a schedule to prove it. Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah. All right, let's end this shit.
Yeah, and never upload it.
Oh, this is getting uploaded on Tuesday, September 17th, 2025. Go Reds, 500, 2 games out from the Mets, half game out from the Giants. Comment below where the weirdest jersey would be in Mason, Ohio that you'd see
B-dubs.
at B-Dubs
Mhm.
in Mason, Ohio. You guys have a good one. Take her easy. Any last words? Houday, go Joe Burrow, heal up. Is he injury prone? Is he not? We don't really know. O-line's fault, probably.
Come on.
Jake Brown is going to win a Super Bowl. What else you got?
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks, OSU. Just kidding.
Go
Mhm.
Bearcat.
Go Bearcats. Yep. Go Bearcats.
Yep.
Go FC Cincinnati. Scored the game winner in the 98th minute.
Can we talk about that 70-0 win on Saturday?
That's crazy, actually. That's actually crazy.
Get out of Northwestern State.
I thought it was Northwestern. at first.
No, that's a like decent school.
It's a decent
Northwest-
school. Yeah.
Northwestern State,
Mhm.
not so much.
That's crazy.
But the Brendan Sorsby, who's the quarterback for UC, had the highest graded QBR out of every college football team last week. So
There you go.
Wow.
Proofs in the pudding.
UC 4 more wins to be bowl bound.
Hey, guess
Bowl
what?
L.
UC OU. UC.
Yeah.
OU.
Any last words?
All right, fuck it. See everybody.
Yeah,
Say the
follow
line.
my Twitter
Say
for
the line.
my parlay coming
What's your-
up.
Oh, say the line.
Yeah.
Keep your
He
eye socks
always said think about it. He always says yeah. He's got to think about what the.
Keep your hopes high.
and your socks tight.
But
Fall down.
man, I'm gonna have to start over.
You need to get
Yeah, I need to clear my mind. Hold on.
You don't want ill-fitting socks because
I'm not talking about ill-fitting socks, Ben. You let me do this?
We have nobody listening at this
Let
point.
him go. Someone's listening. They're gonna
Ben.
comment. Someone's gonna comment. If you're listening right now, comment right now. Comment right now.
I'm gonna chug this vodka.
And keep your hopes high, but always keep your socks higher.
All right. See ya, Houday.